In this video, we are going to talk about the distance between points with the same x or y coordinate. Oftentimes on the ACT, you will have a variety of questions asking you to find really simple distances. It may appear as a set of 2 points. It may appear on a grid with an x and y coordinate, or it may be given to you as part of a word problem. So let's take a look at a few examples here. So in the top left, we have 4 points, A, B, C, and D, and they are labeled with their actual points. So A is at point 2, 3, B is at 2, 1, etc. And let's say we're asked to find the distance between points A and B. Well, we'll notice that A and B both share an x coordinate. So the distance is simply the distance between the y coordinates. And you can see here that the distance here, you're looking at the difference between 3 and 1. So the distance between A and B is 2 units. So A and B is equal to 2. Now what if they ask, what's the distance between C and D? Well, we know that they both have the same y coordinate, so we have 2 as the y coordinate, so now we just need to know the distance between -4 and 1, and we know that should be 5. So -4 minus 1 is going to be -5, but distance, you just take the absolute value. So distance will always be positive. We get 5, or likewise, you can do 1 minus -4 and you get 5. So CD is going to be 5. What about if we're given 2 points? Well, same thing here. So we have -3, 5, and 1, 5. What's the distance between these points? Well, they share a y coordinate, so the distance is just the distance between the x coordinates. So 1 minus -3 is going to be 4. Likewise, you can do -3 minus 1 and then take its absolute value since we're doing distance, and that's going to be 4. Another simple example here, we have the point 63, 7 and the point 63, 5. Since they have the same x coordinates, then we just worry about the distance between the y coordinates. So the distance between 7 and 5 is 2. So that is a pretty easy one there. And then finally, we have a word problem. John started at point 3, 1 and ran in a straight line to point 0, 1. What distance did he travel? A, 1 unit, B, -1 unit, C, 3 units, D, -3 units, or E, 0 units. Well, we recognize here that 1 is the same y coordinate, so we just need to worry about the x coordinates. So he ran from basically x equals 3 to x equals 0, and don't get confused that -3 is an option here, because again, we're asking about distance traveled, and distance traveled is always going to be positive. So this should be 3 minus 0, or the absolute value of 0 minus 3. Both should give you the same distance of 3 units, so the answer here would be C.